I run up to him like, Sarby, you were literally peeing all over your carpet. We are going to lose the deposit. This is bad. Can't be fucking doing this. And he turns around and he's like, dude, it's totally fine. He's like, we are totally good. Don't worry about it. And he just keeps going. Literally peeing this entire time. What am I going to do? Grab his dick and hold it shut? Like,
No! We do that outside.
I'll put a fucking clamp on the end of it. Oh my god, this is insane. So I was at work the other day, and for some reason I like came up with this innovative idea for like one of my products or whatever. And I run up to my manager and I'm like, brain blast, brain blast, brain blast. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, you never watched like Jimmy Neutron? Like you don't even know like the term? She's like, no, I didn't watch TV at all as a child. And I was like, all right, I'm going to turn around and just walk away.
Fuck my idea.
Literally, that was it. Like I didn't even want to go any further with that. Go to my roommate, tell him the same story. He's like, never watched Jimmy Neutron. I have no fucking idea. I'm like, who am I friends with right now? Like, who am I even talking to? Like, this is stupid. Yeah, it was fucking pathetic.
Dude, that shit was my whole childhood.
I know, yeah.
Ed and Eddie, Codename Kids Next Door, like all of Cartoon Network, bro.
Yeah,
that was my shit.
Yeah,
that was my shit.
Some of that shit was so edgy too. Like, I remember seeing this clip the other day. It was like Fairly Odd Parents, and Cosmo was like, no, you can't drive. You're a girl or some shit.
Dude, it's like, wait,
what?
Run that back.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second.
Yo, Tiki, move your mic a little bit closer. Like, you literally kind of have to be like making out the mic. It's
no,
crazy.
I get that. I just don't want to be too loud.
No, it's better. Like post editing. Right now, you sound loud, but like on post edit, you'll be quiet. If it's like,
all right, no problem.
Yeah. What the fuck is up, guys? We are here.
We're recording.
Yeah, we're recording.
Okay,
bro.
my bad. We're ripping. Wow, my bad. I didn't realize this was going on.
Oh, and now you're all sweaty.
Oh god, dude, I'm nervous. I should have treated this like I treat all my first all my first dates.
How do you do your first dates?
Shotgun, Four Loko, butt chug, gallon of THC oil. Hope to God I remember her first name by the end of the night.
So like a normal Monday for us.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
You're just sitting there numb.
Yeah. I essentially just have a straight face. My fucking eyelid, I haven't blinked in like 5 hours.
She's like, are you okay? You're just...
It's like, hey, you still with me?
Yo, someone call the ambulance. I don't think this guy's okay.
Yeah.
Yo, we got our boy Tiki on. Zemi and I literally goal set like a month ago, and we were like, we want more guests on. We want to bring people on. We want them to have points to them. Like we were like, we get friends all the time who are like, let me come on your podcast, and I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely not. But Tiki is our boy. Tiki is like, when we were both sitting there like talking about people we would have on, we were both like, Tiki.
God
like,
damn it.
Tiki is like the most iconic. Like, I genuinely think I would have been such a big boner in college if you hadn't been in my life to be like,
man, come on.
Yo, stop working.
Yeah.
We're going to Fight Cat Basement. We're dancing on elevated surfaces.
Okay.
Like that's my boy Tiki.
Yeah.
So he's on the potty today. Just thought you have some great stories. You probably have some good blackmail on me too.
Oh,
so.
100%. Yeah, definitely make friends with bad influences. It'll take you so far.
Exactly.
You'll have an adventure.
Yeah, exactly. You have a way more exciting life.
We had a lot of adventures in college.
Oh my god.
You guys roomed together, so
yeah,
you had a full
year and a half.
Or
oh
two?
Yeah,
Or
it was
two?
probably like 2, honestly.
Was it? Yeah.
If you count like the summer and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, I forgot about the summer.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
summer
dude, we got
Ames
some
is,
history.
Summer Ames is like, I wish I experienced that. I feel like it's totally different from.
Oh, I wasn't here for that summer.
Yeah, I know, but you would pop in
Damn.
and out.
Yeah,
like,
I'd
every-
pop in and out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never stayed a full summer in Ames. I always came back here. I don't know. I feel like I should have done a summer in Ames, but I never fucking did.
Wait, you didn't?
No, I never spent a full summer in Ames.
Dude, it's fucking legendary. I would
yeah.
definitely recommend at least one summer and just consistently hitting Campus Town Pool because you never know what you're going to get there.
Yeah.
Bro,
like,
we got robbed. Like, because we lived in Legacy,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, we
they
did.
fucking, like, literally probably, like, I want to say, like, 801 day, they shut down the pool, which 801 is, like, the beginning of the year, like, before classes even start. And then COVID happened, and they kept the pool shut down so we like, used it once.
Yeah, I
when
remember
Evan's
using
mom
it
came to
once.
town.
Yeah, we used it once, and, like, it closed early in the fall or something, and then it just, like, yeah, COVID, so it never, like, opened up. It sucked. I was, like, super excited because we, like, had our apartment was, like, facing it, too, so it was, we were like, oh, we can like throw beers down to each other. Like, we had like all this like ideas of like how we could be like fucking hooligans, and then they were just like, no, closed.
Fuck you guys.
Done.
Or just in general looking down at it and being like, hey, it's popping.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude,
fuck
let's
our
go
homework.
down.
Yeah, that would be the best.
Yeah.
Like that I feel like that would be probably the best amenity of living in that apartment complex is just looking down and be like, all right, gotta go. Like canceling all my plans. I'm hitting that fucking pool party. Like,
yeah, I can do my homework like during class. Like, this is good. We're good. Let's figure it out.
So, Tiki, I have to start off the podcast with just in general, our thing is little pee-pee boys.
Yeah.
And that's going to come later because we're going to talk about that. But
100%.
I want to kick off the podcast. People are probably like, why should I fucking listen to this dude? You always have the most crazy stories. I want to either hear like just like a funny crazy story that off, like I know you were like, oh, I have some stories for you guys off the top of your head, craziest one, or if you've ever had an experience where you peed yourself, that's just, you got to be a part of the little pee-pee gang.
Dude, I fucking wish, honestly, like, after listening to the freaking podcast, I'm just like, I hope to God, like, at this point, I might just pee myself, like, on purpose, just to, like, get in, because, like, it's, like, FOMO at this point. It's like, I want to be in the group chat. Like, what do they even talk about in there? Like, it can't just be solely peeing yourself. Even if it is, that's great. Freaking, that's some great content. That's, like, great stories. Yeah, let me see. I started writing some shit down, but I really don't know. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, oh, wait, that is there was a real group chat.
Yeah. I don't have group me anymore, so I don't even know.
Fuck, dude. Yeah. That's so funny. I always forget that there's actually a group chat for that. It's like, congrats, brother, you made it. Yeah. Fucking pissed your pants.
Yep, exactly. You should have a whole certificate and everything.
Yeah, they send you like a welcome package.
I don't know where my degree is, but I remember I got added to that group chat, and that's way better than a bachelor's degree in marketing, in my opinion.
Oh, hell yeah. That's how you know you made it. That's how you know you had the real
you
experience.
almost like, it happens, and you're like, fuck, like, I kind of, like, am I going to get added? And then, like, you just, like, look at your phone, and you're like, yep. Notification pops up. Like,
Mom, you wouldn't believe it. Mom, I made it. I fucking made it.
Your mom's just like, okay. I can't believe I birthed you.
Yeah. Biggest disappointment.
But anyways, story time with Tiki.
All right. I'll give you a few options here. One that I was either thinking about is our apartment getting broken into that night.
Oh, I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Or the one where this girl came busting down the door and you let her in.
Hey, yo, yeah, you got to bring that one up because that one's funny as fuck. But wait, you tell this story and I'll give my input. I did not let her in my.
Yeah, I mean, he really had no freaking choice. Plus, he was on his way out to the gym anyway. So they're really, it wasn't your fault at all. But just the way that it went down, I was like, oh, fuck, Ben, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Immediately opened the door. I
mean, I don't know it was her, I don't think. Anyways, just tell the story. Just tell.
All right, yeah. All right, we'll set the scene.
Set the scene.
All right.
Beautiful day in the yellow ghetto.
Yeah, beautiful day at the Barn Apartments. You know. Oh God, it had to have been like 8 a.m. Probably around 8 a.m. Yeah, probably earlier. Honestly, it's probably like 7.
The weekend or?
Yeah, it was from the weekend. It was actually Greek week. Okay. The day that we were doing the events, I was doing Dizzy Duck that day. Or Dizzy Bat, whatever it is, or Dizzy Duck. Yeah. So, anyway. I was not a great person in college, to say the least. In terms of girl situations, I just didn't maneuver myself the way I should have. I was just like a little sneaky. I was a little sneaky fuck. Yeah. We were not. I was not a responsible kid. So
I should have been trusted.
Yeah, should not have been trusted. So I had this girl that I was talking to for a good amount of time at this point. At every time I start something with a girl, I'm very straight and upfront at the beginning. I'm just like, hey, you know, this is very casual, like we're just friends, whatever. But then after like 4 or 5 months, you know, things, feelings start to develop. So probably should have seen this coming. I was a little bit of a sleut, and I'd go out, and what she didn't know is I had a little side piece that would hit me up every once in a while. And she was out of town for the weekend. And then randomly, I think she had came back, and she was trying to hang out that night. Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, I was already booked up. Plans.
I'm sorry, you're not in my Google Calendar, so
yeah, exactly.
I can't.
Planner was completely booked. Cannot fit you in this time slot.
Will not answer phone under any.
I already got a fuck appointment. You're not there.
Yeah, exactly. You're not written in. Sorry. So my phone's blowing up that night. I bring back this other girl, And I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to completely leave this to the side. I'm not even going to worry about it. I think I sent her like a text like, I'm good. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was worried about my well-being. No, she totally knew I was fucking some other chick. Like, well, I'm not playing anybody.
Yeah.
She completely knew.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'll deal with it in the morning. I can get past this. Like, no problem. She comes pounding.
Tomorrow's problem.
Yeah, that's tomorrow's problem.
That's tomorrow Tiki.
That's a sober. Yeah, that's a sober problem.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow Tiki after having sex. Is problem.
Yeah. That post-nut clarity really brings it all full circle.
Oh my God.
So anyway.
You're just laying there staring at
Yeah,
the ceiling.
yeah,
Like,
dude.
You're
Honestly.
like, fuck.
that would be
So,
God damn it.
so 7 a.m., 8 a.m., whatever rolls around, I hear just like this immediate pounding on the door. It's not like a casual knock. This is like, I need to get in now. I need nobody to make any moves. I need to see the scene, how it's set at the moment. As soon as I hear this, I wake up. I'm like, oh fuck. I look over to my
your
left.
heart just like,
Oh, dude! I
my
knew exactly how this was gonna
Yeah.
play out. As soon as I heard the knocks, like it was as if I was in like Doctor Strange in like a different dimension. I saw everything go down. Like I saw all the possibilities. There was only one.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, this is not gonna go my way. I know Ben wakes up at like fucking 4 a.m. to do whatever the fuck he does, and so I was like, yeah, he's for sure awake. He's gonna open this door. This is not gonna be a good situation. Unfortunately, Ben was like gonna go out to go to the gym anyway. He had like a strict schedule at the time, and so he was headed out. Immediately opens the door. This girl walks in, like just looks at the ground. She's like, "Whose shoes are those?"
No, wait. Can I tell this part?
Oh yeah.
So,
Okay, this point of view.
So I'm trying to cover for my boy because like I know he's juggling. I'm like, yo, like I'm gonna help. Because I opened that door, I saw her. I was like, oh, like everything kind of like steamrolled.
Did you even like think? Did you know who was gonna be at the door? Or, like, were you just like, oh,
Not
like,
really.
I don't.
or-
Yeah, I don't
or were
think.
you
I don't
just,
think he
like-
knew.
You're like, who the fuck is pounding on my door?
I also I don't remember when in the timeline this was, but it might have. I also might have not even really known that like, or not that I didn't know, but like, I was probably like Tiki has a girl over, but I didn't know like which girl. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
true. I was
So-
like I said, I was a sleut.
Yeah.
it could have been
So-
anyone.
and I think at the time I was seeing that one girl, and so I had stayed over at her place and come back.
oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I like put together the situation when I opened the door, and she's like, "Where's Tiki?"
You're just
And
like,
I was like, I tried to be like, "Oh, I don't think he's here." Like I've been over at this other girl's place, like whatever, and she like literally she like looks me dead in the face. Or actually, you know what she said? She's like, I need my backpack. I left my backpack here.
Yeah,
and I
she
was
needed
like,
some excuse to show up at 7 a.m.
yeah,
So.
it's some weird thing. And I was like, I don't know where Tiki is, whatever. And then she like looks at me dead in the face, looks at the floor, looks back at me, and she's like, whose shoes are those? And I was like, those
Ben
aren't
just in
yours?
that moment,
Wait for this.
in that moment, Ben was just like immediately in a corner, just like,
well, my answer,
Dude, his answer is the
my
best.
answer was, those aren't yours? Like, I just like tried to
Dude,
be like
straight up. He was like, "Oh wait, these aren't your shoes."
And that's when she like, I don't even be like, come on in. She like just fucking like pushes me aside, goes straight up the stairs, and I'm just like, well, I'm not going to the gym anymore. I've seen how this plays
I
out.
would have
He's
been,
taking a bag
I would have
here.
been like, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm just gonna, I can't. I'd be like, I can't see this.
All right, now you take it over.
Okay,
'cause-
yeah. So I hear her come up the stairs. Immediately, dude, just fear shooks my
Yeah.
entire body. Like I am crying on the inside. Don't know what's about to happen. It felt like Insidious for the first time. Like I was crying.
It's a horror movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, you're like, no, I
I don't want it.
I'm sorry, I don't want it.
So she comes in. We're both butt ass naked in the bed. She rips open those like sliding
Yeah,
doors
it's
or
like
whatever.
a sliding door.
Yeah.
So much more menacing.
Oh my god, it was so bad. It was like pitch dark in there. She opens them up. The sunlight hits. Immediately, the girl that I had in the bed is playing dead. Like she's for sure. Dude, not even kidding you. She doesn't move a muscle this entire time.
Just us mice.
Yeah. Smile and wave, boys.
Just smile and wave.
So yeah, she just like immediately like kind of turns and just like completely plays dead. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll take the brunt of it, whatever,
Yeah.
like no problem.
Yeah.
And so she walks in, and I don't know why I didn't know what to say, so I just look up at her. I was like, "What's up?"
You fucker.
I literally hit her with a sup. It was so bad.
Yo, it was good. Like your butt ass
Yeah.
naked, like, sup.
Hey, what's good? It comes. You want to
Yeah,
join in?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
Threesome?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you're late to the party. Don't know what to tell you.
Hold on, I'm gonna restart this camera real quick. Give me a second. Give me a second.
No problem.
Holy shit. I wouldn't know what to say.
Oh,
my
dude.
God.
Yeah, I didn't. So I was like, sup. And she's like, I forget what she said. She was like, what the fuck? Or like, just like, said, I don't know. She was like super pissed off. And then just started screaming. And I'm like, can we take this somewhere else? Like, I was just butt-ass naked in the bed with this. Like, I was like, we got to have a better environment than here, right? Better environment was her car in the parking lot.
Did you get to put on clothes or no?
Yeah. I threw on some clothes. Yeah, I'm not just gonna walk out naked.
Just sitting there naked.
It's like, no, she's pulling me from the dick, like, out to her car.
But that's the thing, though, is like at the Barnes, if someone would have done that, it would have been like, oh, it's a normal Tuesday. Like,
No, straight up. Yeah, they would have been like, my God.
People would be like walking past, just like not even gonna get in between that. That's between them.
Yeah, where we lived, our junior, his senior year was just like, it was such a shithole, but in the best way possible.
Yeah.
That's how I can describe the place that we lived.
It was
I
fucking.
forgot, you lived there too.
I lived there for a minute. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, she takes me to the car. We have this like big long conversation. I'm like, oh, okay, so these are where the boundaries lie.
You fucker. Even though
straight up.
Even though
Oh, I had no idea you felt like that.
Yeah. No, literally verbatim. Like straight up. That's probably what I was saying. I was like, I had no idea. Like I thought we were still on the same schedule, same like contract that we signed 5 months ago. Like I thought we were still
Yo, I thought we were.
Yeah. Like I said, not a good person. And so we get it all hashed out. She leaves. She's still pissed. Like, not a good situation, but all fires avoided. Completely fine, like, within a couple days.
PR crisis.
Yeah, PR crisis. Yeah.
I think the best part is me and the other girl are still in the apartment, and we're, like, geeking. We're like, oh, shit. Like, we're trying to, like, get close to the window so we can, like, hear them. Like, I'll try to see what they're
I
saying.
did not know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, we were like, trying to, like, is he? Oh, she's yelling at him. Like, and we were just like geeking in your room, just like, yo, like, what?
Wild.
It was so dumb. I walk back in, and the other girl's like totally fucking just cracked. Like, she's busting my balls the entire time. Doesn't care at all, which I thought was really cool. Like,
she did not care, no.
like, she knew her role in the whole situation. She's like, I'm totally cool with being the side piece. Like, I'm good. And yeah, so then I freaking go and drop her off, and then I have to go do. One other thing that I forgot to mention. I had probably the worst headache, like worst hangover, like one of the worst hangovers I've ever had. So like an hour later, I have to go to an event and do Greek week where I have to do Dizzy Duck. I go there, I'm completely dehydrated, just got fucking like reamed out by the main chick, and like, I mean, at least I like, you know, my nuts are light, so I'm pretty speedy. So I thought I was gonna do pretty good in the event. Like, I'm like, oh, we're still gonna be fine. I go and do the event, immediate cramp on the way back with the buckets of water, and just completely eat it. There's a picture, and you can put it. I'll send it to you. You can put it up on the potty, and if you see everybody's reaction in the background, it is the best part of the picture. I'll show you right now, but man, it is freaking hilarious. I just completely eat it into the sand. It was like straight karma. It was so bad. But yeah, let me just show you this real quick.
Hell yeah, dude! That's the part of college that I really like, is like all the embarrassing moments. But at the time, you were like, "Oh my god!" Like, it's the end of the. And now, like, looking back, you're like, "Yeah, that's fucking hilarious."
I'm so glad there's a picture. Oh my god, I'm so glad there's a picture.
I love the documents. Like, oh shit, Tiki, you know what else you could talk about? The Sarby after 3 beers photo,
dude. Yeah, we also gotta put that one up.
We told that story, and like I was like, Ben, like we have to put it on, like the picture of it, right?
Yeah.
I was like, we have to put that up. He's like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, like everyone has those things that they're still super embarrassed about. Like I'm like very embarrassed about that one.
But that was like a year ago.
Yeah.
And
So
then I drew it. But then
I
I was like, what if I like draw a picture of it and then like we put it up? And he's like, okay, fine. I think I still have it. It's like this shitty picture that I drew.
Yeah, it's like a oh no way.
I drew this dumb version of it like with a pen. It's so funny. It's on
Dude, that's like
paper.
Like a podcast in like the 40s. Like
Yeah.
that was like so long ago. But yeah, that's hilarious.
This
story,
picture
dude.
of
Wait,
you.
yeah,
cramping.
zoom in on the people's reactions. It is
All
like
these girls.
Do you
Dude,
want
it's
to
nothing but
record
girl-
her?
Yo, one girl's kind
I
of
guess
like
that's fine.
smiling. She's like good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
I'm
Every
glad
single.
he's
Oh
eating shit.
yeah, dude. Okay, that's the funny part. That spread like wildfire because the side chick that I was hooking up with,
Yeah.
she immediately went to her sorority and like told everybody like
Yeah.
what just went down. So I had like half the girls out there just like fucking this piece
Fuck,
of shit.
yeah,
like I'm
good,
so glad.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
it was so funny.
What an
Dude,
incredible
that
shot.
shit goes like. What blew my mind is how fast shit traveled within like the Greek like
Wait,
system of like just gossip.
that's literally the side chick's friend right there.
Oh.
And she's laughing. She's like,
Yeah. Look at him. There was 2 reactions. She was like, or yeah.
yeah,
fuck that kid.
fuck that guy.
Oh man.
Yeah, I
Haters
remember.
just want to see you fall, man.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, changed man.
Yeah.
Not a piece of shit.
I feel like I had something like that where it was like, I didn't know that like a person really liked me, and then like hooked up with someone else, and then it was like, in my head it was so funny because I was like completely blind to it. I was like, I didn't even like think that was wrong until I like somehow like these 2 different girls who like have no like connection to each other, but besides being in Greek life, just like it just spread, and then it immediately got like the next day. It was like the next day, and I was like, got like a text and was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And I could not believe how fast. It was like the night, and then that morning I got a text, and I was like, "Whoa,
shit just spread.
like, that was like Matt's life lesson, like that moment where you realize like girls be talking.
Yeah.
Like, if you think you're slick, you're not.
All
You're
I can think about
absolutely not.
It's like that old movie, The Newsies, where these kids go around fucking throw the newspaper onto everybody's doorstep. Like, check out this fucking tea.
Yeah.
Like, from last night. Like, here's a fucking full scoop.
Yeah.
Check this out. Oh,
Going
man.
to all
I
the
mean, that's
sororities.
pretty much what a sorority is. It's
Yeah.
just like, hey, yo, did you hear what happened to like Melanie last night? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know? But I do want to say, I want to clear, like, you were very clear with that main chick that, like,
Yeah,
you guys see each other a lot, but like, you were like, I'm being a salute for this year because it's your
Yeah.
last year of college. Like, you were very clear about that.
Yeah.
It was just like you guys hung out so much. Obviously, feelings are going to develop. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
So it was.
I
just,
definitely just put myself on blast right off the bat. Like, oh damn, I should have eased. I should have
Yeah.
eased into that one.
Nah,
Oh,
bro.
man.
I also think just like being able to like admit your faults is way better than trying to hide them.
Yeah, exactly. No, I definitely know like all my wrongs of like what I've done in the past and like learn from that. So,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all you
Exactly.
can do, right?
All right, I
Hello.
want to hear. So earlier in one of the podcasts, we talked about how Sarby thought he was in the bathroom, and he started pissing everywhere. I want to hear your perspective.
Yeah.
Were you home and like everything? I think?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah,
Oh,
let me tell you.
fuck
Actually,
yeah.
the stand-up that he did when he told the story was insanely accurate. It was actually stupid funny, and I don't know if I mean a lot of it. I mean, there's some parts that were fabricated, right?
Yeah.
But it was like funny because I think some of the parts that he thought he fabricated actually freaking happened.
Wait, really?
And so-
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
Like the whole turnaround part, like that actually happened.
Wait,
like,
it did?
Yeah, not the fuck you. Like you didn't say that, but I'll
I
go
like
into
start
it.
turning. Okay, yeah, go. I just
Yeah.
want to hear this.
Go listen to all the other podcasts, and you'll know what the story we're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
All right,
I'm
sorry.
not telling you which episode.
Yeah, I
but
was
go
gonna
wa-
say.
go
I
watch all
don't
of them.
remember. I couldn't remember for the life of me.
Okay, so what was the whole reason you went out in the first place?
I honestly, so I think it was a mug night.
Okay.
So like cheap drinks.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the times when I was off with that girl that I was on and off with that entire year. So I was a little sad boy. So I was like blackout, you know. And I think I want
What
to
cures
say
depression? Blackout.
I want to say it was like a month after I turned 21. So this is like just newly legal Sarby at the bars going ham.
Yeah.
So I think that's like setting the scene. I just went to the bars. We went to mug night, put down a couple of mugs, and then I think what happened was Evan and I got brand new mugs. And right when we roll up to the group, they're like, hey, we're going to Sips Patties. And we're like, well, we're not going to waste these mugs.
Mm-hmm.
So we just, I mean, these are like what, 32, 40 ounce
Yeah.
mugs of alcohol. Just like Evan and I are just like arm in arm. Evan's like this 6'3", 200-pound
Yeah.
dude
Yeah.
that just can
Beefcake.
can obviously handle that amount of alcohol, but like I'm like a little 5'5", like puny boy, just like yeah, let me keep up with you.
Drinking with my dad for
Drink
the first
for
time.
drink.
I literally remember crossing the street and like getting into Patty's, and then blank, and that's where you come in.
Yeah. So actually, now that you bring it up, that's totally true. Ben went on a bender as soon as he turned 21.
That's
like there was like a
amazing.
good week or two where he was just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Like fuck the business right now. Like I'm going to enjoy myself, which was great. I fucking love that. You need to do that sometimes. So
I know, it was so good.
So yeah, Ben, or I guess let me set the stage. So me and the main chick, which I hate that this is, this is the name that we're using now. So me and the main chick were hanging out on the futon. We were just like watching a movie. Probably was The Notebook because we did watch The Notebook. So
Oh, really?
It might have been. Who knows? But
Really?
I don't think it was. It had to have been something else. But that was definitely like one of the
I
nights.
definitely fabricated that because I just wanted like a
Good,
famous
yeah.
line that a lot of people would know, and
Mhm.
like the juxtaposition. That's why
Yeah.
I chose that movie. But interesting.
Yeah, we were probably watching some bullshit, like probably an anime or some shit. So Ben buzzed down the door, like immediately just comes in stumbling. I think he went straight. Ben had an insane diet of just strictly eggs, rice, and like chicken or some shit. Like you had a weird diet going on.
I want to say that was when I was vegetarian, and like I was getting most
the
of my
funniest
protein.
meal I ever saw you make was I like looked and I was like, oh, you like bowl of cereal? Because I thought I saw like Fruit Pebbles, and I look in, it's just like beans, carrots, and like lima bean or what are the green beans?
Yeah,
And
that
I
was like
yeah.
my college.
I like looked harder, I looked closer, and I was like, oh, ew.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. Homeboy, it was so funny. He goes upstairs, he gets naked, like he gets to his boxers, comes back down, eats like a bowl of rice and I think a veggie burger on top.
Oh,
or
I
some
don't
shit.
remember that.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a lot better than them.
Yeah. It was,
Cereal bowl full of fucking beans.
yeah, it was so random. He's just sitting there like kind of pacing, not really saying shit. He was like, yeah, dude, I had a really good night. Like, oh my God, but I'm so fucked up. And I'm like, yeah, man. And you were just like, you were like so in your head drunk. Like you didn't know what was going on at all. Like I swear to God.
Full conversation with yourself.
Oh yeah, he could have been staring at a wall and like and it was bad. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm proud of my boy. I'm glad he got after it tonight. Yeah. So goes upstairs, goes to bed, like immediately, just knocks out. About 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes later, hear some rustling around upstairs, but then you just hear like a water faucet go off and it's just hitting the carpet. And I'm just like immediately in my head, I'm like, this motherfucker is straight up either at first I thought you like dropped a glass of water, but it was long enough to where I was like, okay, there's not a faucet.
yeah.
There's like no hose up there. Like, and I was like, this boy is literally peeing on his carpet. So I freaking run up there. I rip open your door. I'm just standing there. Dude, I wish I could paint you the picture of like, I think there were LEDs in your room at the time. I don't think it was. I don't think you had taken them down yet.
Goblin that you just saw.
Yeah, dude, straight up. It was funny. Homeboy was like pretty much naked, boxers, like halfway down his fucking legs. He's just peeing all over his carpet and he's swaying back and forth because he literally can't keep balance. He like can't stand up straight.
Dude, he's got some song in his head just like.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he's living life. And he has like actually like a big ass smile on his face. Like he is content. He is feeling good.
Oh,
He's like,
it
this is the
feels so good.
Yeah, he's like, this is the best piss I've taken in like years, man. Like, this is better than pissing your pants. Who would have known?
Yeah.
So yeah, so I run up to him like, Sarby, like you were literally peeing all over your carpet. Like we are gonna lose the deposit. Like this is bad. Like you can't be fucking doing this. And he turns around. And he's like, dude, it's totally fine. He's like, we are totally good. Don't worry about it. And he just keeps going. Like he's literally peeing this entire time. Like what am I gonna do? Grab his dick and hold it shut? Like
No. We do that outside.
I'll put a fucking clamp on the end of it. So yeah, at that point I'm just like, well, fuck, dude. It's been like 20 seconds. This guy is like pretty much done. So I just like walk out, go to the room, and I'm like, yeah, it's time for bed. So I go to bed with a main shake, and I'm like, I'm gonna send him a quick little text.
In case he's curious.
I'm like, hey man, glad you had a great night. Like, glad you definitely went after it. Whatever. By the way, you peed all over your room. And then yeah, you can take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, just from my perspective, I wake up and the first thing I have to do, this is when I was sleeping on that futon.
Yeah.
Literally, first thing I had to do, roll over on the other side, puke all over my floor. And it's not like, oh, like, you know, like the puke that's like brown or whatever. It's like red because I'd been drinking like Dirty Shirley's or some shit.
Oh.
And I was like, fuck, bro. So I go down.
Piss. Oh.
Well, I didn't know yet. I had zero recollection of whatever happened before, right? So I go downstairs. I get cleaning supplies. I'm like fucking cleaning up my own puke off of my floor. And I'm like, what time is it even? And it's like 5 a.m. or something. And I'm looking at my phone. And I'm like, oh, I have a text from Tiki. And it's like, I like, you know, have it read my face. And it shows up. And it's just, I read his message. Hey, man, by the way, you peed on your floor last night. And I shit you not, my puke is like right here. And I'm like, I'd been cleaning it up. And then I just like moved my hand over like maybe like 4 feet, not 4 feet, probably less than that, like a foot and a half. Yeah. And there's my piss. I was like,
found it.
Oh God.
I was like, oh, remember that bender you said I was on?
Oh,
that was like the end of the bender right there. I was like,
yeah, this is where it ends.
Drinking's not that cool.
Yeah. I was just like, because I've never like, I don't know. I feel like sometimes when certain people like pee on the floor, they're like super messy drunk, their personality is like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, I don't ever feel like I have that personality necessarily. And so I was just like, yeah, this is not it. This is not Cash Money. I gotta pull out of that one. But definitely probably one of my favorite stories. I don't know. You listen to the podcast, like Lil Pee Boy is
definitely one of my favorite. Yeah, for sure one of my
favorite thing. I think it's I think if we blow up, like, people can get behind that. They're like, yeah, Lil Pee Boy, like, sure.
Dude, everybody's going to start peeing their pants. Like,
everyone's just going to be peeing. Yo, we could do, like, what are those things? What are those things? Flash mobs? But instead of everybody dancing, we all just pee our pants.
You know what you guys should do is come out with a merch, but it's specialized pants.
Yeah.
Where it like doesn't actually soak in, it just like runs out.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what kind of lining.
Or it's just like a nice like shorts, but it just has a stain just there.
Oh, dude. Yeah, we're on to something, boys.
Yeah, a little stain and it just has like LPPG on it.
Yeah.
Lil Pee Gang.
Oh
LPPP,
my God.
Lil Pee Boy.
I was gonna say, have you guys ever seen that Nelk video where the dude who's the one who
Steve will do it. I know exactly
what
you're talking
where
about.
He like goes. Have you seen this one where he like he'll like walk up to people on the streets? He's like, or I think they're at a college campus. He's like walking up to talk to girls, and they have like everyone's doing it. And they have like a little water bottle. They like press, and then like they're talking to these girls, and just like looks like they're peeing their pants, and it's just like. Those Nelk is just there. They
actually do full sense.
Yeah,
like it's fucking insane.
Yeah, but the best part is that it gets to Steve will do it, and he's just like, I don't need the water bottle. And they're like, wait, what? And it cuts to a scene. He's talking to a girl, just pees his pants. Literally, actually pees his pants while he's like trying to hit on this girl, like in the middle of in the middle of the quad. And I literally just remember watching that, and I just like stopped the video, and I was like, I can't even watch this.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so uncomfortable. I can't.
Dude, that's how I am when I'm watching, like, Impractical Jokers. Like, how do you not have the shame? Like, I cringe for you. Like, I literally can't watch sometimes. I have to, like, look away.
Yeah.
Because I can't.
Yeah. What I want to do on that same, like, level, I want to go to, I just heard that there's a comedy club, Acme Comedy Club here in the cities, and on Tuesday nights, it's open mic. And I heard that my friend was telling me about it, and he was like, it is so funny because there's actually some people there who are good and like have like good
I've
bits
been. It's great.
And people oh, you've been to the one here?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh,
it's
really?
freaking great. Yeah, I went with my parents one time. It was amazing.
God.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you go to the open mic or did you go to? Okay.
I went to the open mic and they were the amateurs were freaking hilarious. Like I really enjoyed myself. They actually have a sweet setup too.
Oh fuck
so
yeah.
definitely would
We should
recommend.
go.
Yeah,
100%. That'd be fun.
I would love to go to that. But Austin went and he was like, dude, it was great because like there's like people who are testing bits who are like amateurs but actually good. You get like good laughs. He's like, but then there's the people who are really bad, and like watching them bomb while you're sitting at the back of the room is probably like the funniest part of the entire night. And he was like, this guy, I shit you not, comes out and for 3 minutes is only making 9/11 jokes, and no one is laughing. And it's like the 150 mark, and he's like, yeah, maybe I shouldn't have like, like, oh, like these are missing or like tough crowd. And he goes, maybe I shouldn't have written only 9/11 jokes. And like, there's like this guy who's clearly not having it sitting front and center, just like,
nah, man.
no.
Change
Dude,
it up.
when you get that head shake, you know you
yeah,
gotta be
and I was
you gotta,
like, that must have been the longest 3 minutes ever.
Could you imagine back to back fucking just edgy ass jokes?
Yeah, and it's all missed.
Oh my god, dude! And we're like 8 days away right now.
Yeah,
So-
it's just like, yeah, and it was like last week. It was so bad, but I do want to go to that. I've heard very great things.
yeah, it's awesome.
When is it, dude? Let's do it. I'm fucking down.
Tuesday nights.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think every Tuesday.
I'm honestly down to like one of these nights, whip something together real quick, just like a quick like 2-3 minute thing,
Yeah.
and just go up there and bomb. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
Well, no, and
I-
even the guys who bomb, like, you have to respect. Because, like,
Yeah.
they got up there and they did it. Like,
Yeah.
I couldn't go up there. Even with non-9/11 jokes, I couldn't make a funny joke up there. So,
And honestly, the crowd's great. So
Yeah.
you
Oh,
would
really?
you would do great. I mean, it's not it's not so big that it's overwhelming. Like, you're totally good, and everybody's just like having a great time.
Yeah,
like, everybody's drinking. Like,
That'd be so great. You just get up there and be like, yeah, so I pissed my pants.
You should literally pee your pants throughout your entire throughout your entire set, and don't bring it up a single, like, don't bring it up at all. Don't acknowledge it. Like,
Wait,
literally.
That's perfect,
Yeah.
actually. Yo, I would actually kind of do that. Like, dude, YouTube video. I peed my pants during a comedy or like a stand-up comedy
the
show.
thumbnail writes itself.
Yeah, dude, that's a great one. Right, that's actually a fucking
Be hilarious.
Dab me up for that. That was a good one. That was a good one. I might actually do. I would be. See, like I don't know. I'm kind of not that I'm like at that like no shame part, but if I was doing it for like a bigger reason, I could have no shame. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Like I'd pee. I would do the Steve will do. I'd like pee my pants just because like who the fuck
I don't
cares?
think my body would let me. I seriously don't think my body would let me.
If I really had
Yeah.
to pee, I could just be like.
I've never been in a situation where I've had to. So I feel like that's like a game time. Like, you got to know. Like, I mean, when you're in the situation, like, I feel like right now I could probably pee myself. I could probably do it. I feel like I could do it on command.
I'm trying to like.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I could do it. You just see, like, a freaking...
All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Pee your pants.
My face just like...
Oh, I've been holding that one.
Oh, man. Oh, another thing that I want to bring up, because I can't really tell the story, but it's something that I remember vividly, was when we were in Padre, and you had to take care of that one girl, Little Vert.
Oh yes, yeah.
And we
yeah.
and we ran into. Oh.
Yeah, we ran to Steve Aoki, and dude, this is freaking hilarious. Because I feel like you gotta tell it, because like I was pretty messed up at that point, but I remember specifically her just like she was hospitalized.
gone.
Like, yeah, I need to like freaking. We need to take her home immediately.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what Ben and I had to do. Like,
Yeah. Bro, she was scaring me on the walk home. We were like walking Padre. Here's how Padre's set up. It's when you get there, it's
Basically,
like
it's like a landing strip.
there's like one main road, and then like it goes like 2 neighborhoods out on each side, and then you're on the beach. But like we were walking along this main road, and this girl was like stumbling into the road, and I was like, "Hey, yo!" Like at one point, I put her on my back and piggybacked her because I was like,
dude, yeah, he piggybacked her for like what, like a freaking mile. Or
Oh my
something.
God.
Like, was it on the sand or was it on the road?
"No, it was on the road."
Oh, damn.
good.
Yeah.
I remember like because there was a part on that main road where like you can't dip into neighborhoods, like it's mainly like shops and stuff. But then like after a certain point, and I was like, we got to dip in. Like
Yeah.
I can't handle this girl.
No,
who's,
and
like,
that
about to get
road
into my
is
car.
like crazy. That road is so dangerous. That main road, like everyone's in a rush. Like there's always way too many people on that island, and if she stepped out, she could have just gotten pancakes. so quick.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were when we went to Padre, they had this like spring break, like you pay $200 and they give you tickets every single day to like these concerts and like these different events that they have, and like that day was weird. I think we were there to see like Steve Aoki.
We were there to see Steve Aoki. Afro Man was there as well.
Oh,
like it was a good lineup.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't too bad or whatever, but
They were all late.
yeah,
Like,
they were all stupid late. Like everybody was fucking trashed.
Yeah.
And like nobody was playing music, and everybody was just
what-
standing around.
What beach was it at, or what was there like at like a bar or something? Was it at Clayton's?
No. It wasn't one of those. It was like it was one.
Clayton's was the free bar that was just like a shit show.
It was like outside of a hotel. Right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It was like outside of a venue.
like Rockstar Beach or something.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was
that's
Rockstar
what it
Beach.
was.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly what it was.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, you tell the story. I mean, from what I remember, she just got too drunk, and we were like, "Yo, if she's here any longer, like,"
Yeah.
and so we started taking her home, and we like walked out of the venue and started walking like by the hotel.
Yeah, it was right in front of the hotel, and it was freaking just out of nowhere. Like Steve Aoki with like one security guard pops out of nowhere, like just walking there.
Holy shit.
And this girl looks at him, and she's like, "Oh my God, you're Steve Aoki." Yeah, she had never heard of Steve Aoki before. Like
Steve Aoki.
Yeah, it was like so bad.
Well,
The entire sorry, go
but the best part. So this is what I remember. So she says that. And like obviously, I remember there being like not necessarily like only one security guard, but there was enough where you could see him, and if we wanted to, we could run up and like touch him without somebody
Yeah.
would turn around eventually. And
Oh,
pop
yeah,
him.
yeah.
Sarby's
Yeah.
like, I want to touch him.
Yeah, but he's walking out. She says this, and Steve Aoki stops everything.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, what did you just say?
Yeah, and straight up calls her out.
And she's like, Steve, a kakioi.
Yeah, yeah. She literally does it worse the second time.
And then he goes up to her and he's like, wait, like keep saying
say it
it.
again.
Well, how do you say my name?
You know what?
How do you say my name? And she's like, Steve, okoyoyoi. And he's dying laughing. He's
That
like,
is amazing.
and she's sloshed, so she probably doesn't even remember this.
Oh,
but
no, she was black.
She's just like fucking saying his name wrong. Everybody's laughing pretty much at her, but she's just like, Steve,
Look at the idiot.
And so
Dumb baby.
yeah, after that he was like, yo, you guys want a picture? And we were
Yeah.
like, yeah, we want a picture. Like,
That is amazing. That
It
he
was insane.
That is so good because I feel like most people just be like, yeah, fuck you, or like, oh, what, and just keep walking. But he was like, hold up, what the fuck did you just say? That was hilarious, and I want to hear more.
Literally dead in his tracks. And I think my favorite thing about it was, he had like 1 or 2 security guards in front of him, but he had like a whole camera crew behind him.
Yeah.
He was filming a documentary, and that's why he had her say it multiple times.
Is it in the documentary?
Because I don't know if it's in the documentary, but he literally had his people record her saying it like 3 different times.
I totally forgot about that.
That's why he had her repeat it so many times so that they could record it to put it in the documentary.
What the fucking?
And then dude, that was like the funniest part. I swear to
just
God.
like, this is perfect.
Yeah. And then like 10 minutes later, she's fucking like slumped over freaking Sarby's shoulder.
she doesn't even like remember any of that.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
shit.
Okay, I want to like see if you guys could have made it into the documentary too. Then, right?
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. That's definitely not on my watch list. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they probably had some weird like privacy issues showing our faces and stuff that maybe they left it out.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember them ever asking like, are you
No.
okay with being on camera or anything like that?
God.
But it's still funny. There's that footage is somewhere
on a hard drive.
Yeah.
Golden.
from somebody who like
Yeah.
knew. Like someone's gonna go through that. Like they'll probably make another documentary about him and find that and be like, yo. That's also.
I need this to get leaked somewhere. That'd be so funny.
I would love that. That would be. Why did none of us like record it?
I don't know.
Do you have that photo?
It was. Yeah, I've got the photo.
Okay,
Yeah, I've
you
got the
should
photo
send it to me. We'll put it on the potty.
for sure. Yeah. The funny part about the
Or
photo
we'll
too.
put it on Instagram.
It's like these random chicks just out of nowhere saw that we were taking a squad photo, so they jumped in the squad photo. There's like our whole entire squad, like a Padre squad, and then like 2 random chicks on the side. It was like yeah, let me jump in. They didn't even have somebody taking the photo. Like they never got the picture. They just wanted to be.
They just wanted
yeah.
Steve Aoki.
Dude, that's fucking Padre, man.
Yeah.
God, I wish I went that year with you guys. I went the year before, and it was still fun, but I felt like I like knew you guys more, and better when you guys went that second time.
Mm-hmm.
Because did you go to the first year?
No, that was my only year going to Padre.
That's
Yeah.
my only year too.
You know what other funny thing about that trip was when we were in line, we had just gotten to this like hot ass pool party club.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere, freaking Caleb Jalkison comes up and he's
Yeah.
like, I just took a pill of Viagra.
Oh!
He's like, I just ripped
was
some
like-
Viagra before coming here. I'm like, why would you? I was like, what the like out of all drugs,
Yeah, that
out of
you're-
anything to take, you're like, I'm coming to a pool party and I'm taking Viagra.
Gotta fucking.
Yeah, just bricked up in front of everybody at a pool party. Like, what the hell is going on?
And he was like, yeah, I took Viagra.
Is this
like,
the dude? Is this the dude who wore the suit? To
No. Yo, so he.
I made the name, but it's Caleb Callison.
Okay, yeah. But
put it together. Do you know who we're talking about?
was he in Teak?
Yeah, he was a Teague. He was a
Oh.
wrestler.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah. I out of anybody, I don't think he'd care if we name drop him, but just be safe.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I just figured I'd
No,
be safe.
but that was wild too. Is that's what I was gonna bring up with Steve Aoki. Was one of our friends. He loves Steve Aoki, and Steve Aoki,
Which is I've never heard of Steve Aoki before that trip. Which was
No
like,
same.
way.
Yeah.
I actually had
No
no clue
way.
who he was when
Yeah.
we took that photo.
Oh, dude, caking was like a big thing that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then this guy, oh my fucking
dude,
god.
he was like, I'm gonna get caked. Like I have to. He like woke up extremely early so he could be there,
okay there, bud.
front of the line.
It's only on camera. You're fine.
So he could like, and he was wearing a full suit. Like I'm not just talking like it was top, bottoms, everything.
Tie,
and
yep,
I
whole thing.
tie, and I shit you not. I'm pretty sure he had to be there for like
8 hours.
Probably longer, man.
Jesus.
Like I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, he got there like he was probably the first one like out there. Like it was stupid, and he was in a full suit on like a 90-degree day.
Yeah. It was hot, but he got caked and like
Yeah.
has all the photos and
Yeah.
like
He kept the suit with all the cake on it, and he has it like as a trophy, pretty much. Like
that's sick.
it's probably disgusting. What do you mean? Do the
But
mold?
I feel like
Oh,
I
by
think
the way,
if you preserve
Sarby.
it. Oh, he peed.
Let's go. He did it.
Hey,
he did it.
Oh, you gotta
Yeah,
move it.
zoom in.
You gotta
Zoom
move
in on his dick.
Yeah,
Zoom in on his dick.
Zoom in on his dick, bro. Look at that. Look at that.
Yo,
Little homeboy peed himself a little bit. God damn.
Little dribble.
little dribbly boy over there. Oh god, I'm not have to fuck with the camera angle. Oh, actually, wow, I'm fucking good at this camera shit, bro.
Producing is so easy.
My dick is fat.
And action.
And pee-pee.
And commence peeing.
Yep. Oh, that's literally why we stopped the podcast.
Oh, shit.
So.
Oh, shit.
All right, Tiki and I came up with the story we want to tell, and it is the time when someone we knew fucking broke into our apartment.
Yeah, this is kind of an iconic story. I absolutely love this. I don't think I've ever had a situation like this ever happen in my life. Like, I mean, I feel like most people don't have people just break into their apartments,
No, dude.
especially ones that were friends.
Yeah.
And I think that's the only time I've really ever dealt with somebody who was like blackout, also zanned out.
Zanned out, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just very
On
drugged out.
drugs to the
Yeah.
point where like you know, like sometimes I feel like with him it was like way different than being blacked out. Like he had like
was
his
like
bodily
yeah.
functions were there, but you could tell like that wasn't him.
Yeah.
Oh,
And it
he was
like,
in a different universe.
It was like,
yeah.
and it was like the icing on the cake for his story. Of
Exactly.
like,
That's true.
Because
like,
he was
the
on the way
fall.
outs.
Yeah. He was like already like going down like a really slippery slope, and then just went out with a fucking bang. That
Well,
was insane.
I mean, he went out with a harder bang. I think he got.
Oh yeah.
I think
yeah.
he tried to like rob a
Yeah,
come
then-
and go
yeah.
at gunpoint.
Oh, he
Yeah.
did. He robbed a come and go at gunpoint. Got
Yeah.
arrested for that. He got arrested. He's probably been arrested like 4 or 5 times at this
Yeah.
point. Yeah,
God damn.
Shit's crazy.
it's bad. Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Basically, set the scene. This guy was in our fraternity. Was
He was
Tiki's age.
great. Like
Yeah.
the first.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
really, really close homies with him for a long time.
I
Yeah.
liked hanging out with him. He was a great person to vibe with, but he was
Yeah.
just kind of into some shady shit. Was doing some stuff on the side that we ended
Yeah.
up like kicking him out for.
Yeah.
And then he dropped
Really
out of
too bad.
college and went down a really bad path. And one weekend he came back. I think it was
Rochella.
yeah,
Rochella
it
weekend.
was one
Yeah.
of our like buddies' birthdays. He was throwing a huge party, so he came down, and he was staying. I think we've kind of gone over this, but in case anyone forgot, we lived in these barns, and like there were probably 12 units in that thing,
Yeah.
counting the 2 that were off.
Mhm.
Out of those 12, we had like 6 of them were owned by guys in our fraternity, or guys were living there.
Mhm.
And like probably 2 or 3 more, we like knew the guys that were living there. So
Yep.
like guys in other fraternities or like people we knew. And so this dude was staying at one of the apartments. He was crashing there with one of his buddies, and he took a lot of Xanax, took a lot of alcohol.
He just drank a shit ton, took some Xans, like very out of it. He was also like struggling.
Were
Yeah.
you at that party?
Yeah, I was at the party. Actually, I hate to bring it up because I hate that she keeps coming up, but it was the first time that me and main chick ever like hooked up was that night. And we were friends all up until that point. So this night I remember very vividly, like the entire time, because I was just like, how did this just happen? The same, like I thought something great was about to start right here, and
Yeah.
then something very bad just
Yeah.
happened, like right after.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
God.
I mean, I didn't go to that. That was when I was on my business boy shit, and
Yeah.
I don't remember where I was for it.
He
you
was
know
at
what?
Dre's house.
I think this. Wait, when did you take your
Yeah,
your
I'm trying to
gap
think when
semester?
but I feel like I was there for that.
I feel like you probably would have been. It was at Dre's
like,
house.
I was like,
I know
I was
specifically.
at Iowa State at least. So like,
Okay,
that's
I
when
mean,
was-
you were
yeah,
living
yeah.
in the like
yeah,
you were
because
living
you were
on, like,
living
the
with
other side.
Evan, right?
No, I was living with Tiki.
Yeah.
You were
Tiki,
living
and then
with-
Evan was living with Ben.
Ben. Yeah, he's living
Yeah,
with
and that's when I was there.
Oh yeah, you were there, and you were living with like Taylor and Diddy, and like.
Yeah, I was
Were
living
you
with.
dating that one girl at that time?
I think so. Yeah, I probably
yeah, you
was
probably
MI
with
on
her.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was living with. There's so many people that like lived in like my unit. It was like Ian, Lucas, and then like I feel like someone else
Yeah.
came in there or something. But yeah, okay, yeah, I was probably just MIA. But I remember.
So, I think the best way to start this is by letting them know what we knew at the time, right?
Yeah.
So to recap nights, Tiki takes this main chick, takes her home, does the dirty. Proud of you. You have sex.
Congrats on sex. Yeah.
That's the one thing about this podcast is we have sex. That's all anyone needs to know. I
mean, it's mainly with each other, but yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
Each
Zemi's
other
a virgin,
counts. Cool.
actually.
Yeah.
He's
if
never.
each other counts. Then
Oh
I'm
yeah,
good.
of course, of course.
Okay,
I
I'm
only
good.
fuck dudes.
Okay.
So I went to bed super early. I got up at 5 to like go to the gym, and I wake up. And I remember because we had gotten this Amazon package that wasn't for us.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, I'll take this wherever it needs to go, like whatever. And I'm just hearing fucking a box being ripped from downstairs and the lights on. And I was like in my bed, just like kind of waking up. And I was like, wow, how like inconsiderate of Tiki to fucking be so loud at 5 a.m. Like I was like, oh, he must have just got in. Like what a dickhead. And then out of nowhere, I just hear Tiki go, hey, yo, Sarby, shut the fuck up.
Straight up. That's exactly what it was. Because from my perspective, we had just...
Well, you thought he was doing it.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was like, dude, Sarby needs to... Because from my perspective, we had just finished doing the dirty. We were going to bed at 5 a.m.
He was living a much more...
I was living a different life,
than
yeah.
I was.
Like, we were just now going to bed, and I was like, dude, I'm exhausted. Like, this was a freaking long-ass night. And then I just hear all this noise. And, like, normally, you know, I'd hear Sarby get up in the morning and, like, do his shit. But, like, this was a next level, like, like, oh, my fucking God, stop knocking, like, banging.
Yeah.
Like, you're just making as much noise as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I yell, like, Sarby, shut the fuck up. And then I hear Sarby from the other room. He's like, wait, that's not you?
Dude,
something along those
No,
lines.
that's what I
Scary.
said. I was like, that's what?
I'd
Yeah.
be like, my heart, I feel would just like hit my chest.
Yeah,
Or, like,
dude,
hit my
I
stomach.
was
I'd be like,
freak, and I thought it was like one of those homeless people that would go to like our dumpster.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
and
true.
Yeah. And so that like was immediately in my head, and I was like, "Holy fuck, we're being robbed by like a homeless person right now."
Yeah.
Or that guy who would park his car and leave trash all around his
Dude,
car.
that fuck.
oh,
I
don't even
hated
get me
that guy.
started.
That was and our
He could've caught hands.
Our property management, like they were just kind of like, yeah, we might do something about it, and we're like, what? Like, yeah, I mean,
Might.
granted, we were paying like nothing for that apartment, so
Yeah.
like they were probably like, fuck off. But it was like, so I'm freaking out. I didn't grab my glasses, but I go down and I see this fucking figure in our kitchen, and I was like, I can't see. I'm blind as fuck. I was like, I can't see who that is. So I go back up. He has like no clue. Like we were just like yelling at each other.
Yeah.
Has no clue what's going on around him. Clearly, I get my glasses, and I put them on, and I think this is where I yell at you, Tiki, because I see that it's this guy. Let's call him Freddie.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that
see.
works. Yeah.
I see Freddie,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm like, oh, he's more your friend than mine.
Yeah.
And so my thought was that like, he's drunk. He was sleeping on our couch, and now he's like doing some drunk boy shit, and like, he's your, he's your problem, kind of like,
Yeah, yeah.
And so that's when I was like, hey, yo, Tiki, like Freddie is downstairs, like whatever. And then you're like, Freddie's downstairs. I was like, yeah. And you're like, I didn't let him in. Like, he's not supposed to be here. And so that's when we were like, okay, what's happening right
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
And so why don't you take it over? Because honestly, I don't remember a lot of it.
Dude, I
even though
remember
was
quite a bit of
very-
it. It
Okay.
was stupid.
You tell it,
So,
you tell it.
Yeah, in my head, I was like, oh, this dumb fuck, like, is just, like, super drunk, walked in. He's just, like, trying to find a place to crash.
Mm-hmm.
I walked downstairs, and then I already knew, like, how shady he was.
Mm-hmm.
And so I started putting, like, 2 and 2 together because I look at the scene of the crime. And this is probably the funniest thing. So he came in with the intention to essentially rob us. A little backstory. He had robbed all
wait,
of our...
we should wait.
Oh, wait, on that one?
We should
Yeah,
wait
yeah,
on that.
you're
We
right.
should wait on that.
So, walk downstairs, I look over, and he ripped open all the Amazon packages that just had textbooks in them. The funniest part is there was cash laying on the freaking table right in front of his ass. I literally had left straight up cash just hanging out, like probably like $20. And I'm like, this dumbass didn't even grab that. So we start putting 2 and 2 together, and I'm like, I start looking around. I'm like, well, he didn't steal anything or whatever. I didn't think he came in with the intention to steal stuff. I just figured he came in like super drunk, was just being reckless.
Mm.
And so I'm like, you gotta fucking leave, like right now. because I'm like, you got to go to wherever you're staying. Like, I'm not gonna let him keep destroying shit in our apartment.
Yeah.
And he walks over to the shoe stand or whatever, and it's funny how nonchalant he is about, like, he literally came in to rob us, and then he just acts like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go with the story, like, whatever. He walks over to the shoe stand, and he tries to put on a pair of what were they?
Tim's?
No, they weren't Tim's. No, they were
Sperry's.
Yeah, they were Sperry's.
Okay, because they were mine, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay,
He tries to put on a pair of
remember
Sperry's.
now.
This dude, I don't know. He's like, he's on the taller side, I guess. He maybe like, he's not 6 foot, like maybe 5'11", 5'10", something like that.
Probably.
He's got like a size 10, 11 shoe. He's trying to put on a freaking Sarby's size 8 Sperry's.
Yeah, like
He's like,
yeah, hey, just keep going.
yeah. And I'm like, dude, those are not your shoes. And he's like, dude, what do you mean? These are 100% my shoes. I just walked in here. He starts getting super defensive. I'm like, dude, those are size 8 Sperry's, and you are like a size 10 or 11. Also, those Birks right there are a size 10 or 11. Those are not your shoes. And he was like, no, dude, check this out. These are totally my shoes. Like, what the fuck do you mean? Like, I literally walked here with them. Check this out. He freaking shoves his size 10 or 11 foot into these size. Dude, literally
Like
his
breaks
toes.
his toes.
Dude,
I have to-
oh my
You have to
God.
respect how committed to the bit
It
he
was
was.
insane. These bad boys were fucking stuffed like an olive. It was bad. It was bad. His toes were poking out. Like, dude, it was so bad. Me and Sarby, at this point, we're not even mad. We're just fucking laughing at him. We were just like on the ground rolling, laughing at this kid.
Well, I vividly remember
Yeah.
me being like, he's trying to be funny right now. Because
Yeah.
like
This
no,
is a bit.
we didn't know anything of like what he was actually like, what his intentions were. And
Yeah.
so, but then when you keep going,
Yeah, so like this goes on, like it actually starts to get heated at this point. And like yeah, at first like we were just fucking around, like thinking like he's just a drunk mess right now.
Yeah.
But then he's like, no, like he's very adamant on like these are my Sperry's.
Yikes.
And yeah, and it's like, no, dude, these are 100% not, like this goes on for like 15 minutes, and then him and Sarby start getting into it because like Sarby's just like fed up at this point. He's like, dude, just get the fuck out of our apartment, like put on your stupid ass Birks and leave. And so then he starts coming at Sarby. And to preface, Sarby was like half naked. He's just wearing boxers like this entire time. Sarby, he's a built guy. Like, you know, he's got some muscles on him, looking nice. He was fit. And so like my favorite insult that he gives Sarby the entire time, he just keeps repeating and repeating. He's like, yeah, you fucking monkey. You look like a monkey.
Yeah, I'm a monkey.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you stupid ass, like Jack, like little midget bitch boy monkey, like whatever. Like, it was so dumb. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Right now? Then out of nowhere, so like him and Sarby are going at it. They're having like a little screaming match for a while. And then out of nowhere, main chick from the top rope comes out of the room, and she starts yelling at him and telling him to get the fuck out. And then this is where it started to get like very heated because he was like, I'll go up there and beat your ass.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, now you out. Now
Yeah.
you're for sure like
Yeah.
out of the apartment. Like,
Yeah.
no, we're not playing that game. Like, no way in hell.
No.
And so, yeah, there's just like a lot of screaming going on. We force those Birks on, pretty much kick them out. And then you can take over.
well, so I remember the way we got him out was I literally pulled out my phone and I was like, I'm calling 911 right now. If you don't get out, like I'm gonna call them. And he's like, no, you fucking won't. And I start dialing and I put it up to my ear, and then he's like, okay. And then he got out and we locked the door, but he's like hanging on by the windows, like whatever. And so then I called him again and I just like showed him, and I like actually had them come on, and then that's once he realized they were on, that's when he left. So how this goes is, you know, it's like 911, what's your emergency? I'm like, hey, like this dude that I actually know is like was like broke in our apartment, was actively like threatening. And the way he broke in, by the way, if anyone's wondering, Ames was kind of like, Ames is typically really safe. We kind of left our door unlocked.
yeah, this is 100% my bad. Sarby was really, really good about locking the door, like telling me to lock the door and shit. And like sometimes I would just forget. Like I'd come back from like a late night or whatever.
Yeah.
And like in Ames, I never thought about it. But then after that night, I was like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, I
Like,
think after that night was when we were like, oh, but everybody, I mean, I remember.
But everybody, yeah, in the
Yeah.
apartments was-
I remember one of my friends literally, I was like, hey, can I borrow your car? This is like freshman year. He's like, yeah, you can. And I'm like, all right, cool. Where are the keys? He's like, oh, they're in the car. This motherfucker would leave his car
Oh my
keys
God.
in the car, like just wrapped around the little handle, and all you had to do is just boop. I was like,
So I didn't lose him.
just unlocked all time.
They're
I
always
was
there.
like,
Yeah.
you are batshit, because I would never do that in Arizona. Anyways, So I call 911 and I'm kind of like, hey, this guy, blah, 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 blah. And she's like, okay. And I'm like, oh, but it looks like he's leaving. So like, I just was doing this kind of scare him, but like, honestly, you're good. And she was like, okay, yeah, like we'll take this in. Like, thank you so much for calling. Like, let us know if anything else changes. Cool. I get another call and it's the same woman. And she's like, hey, have you heard about what's been happening at your apartment all night? And I was like, no, I've been asleep. Like, what? She's like, okay, we're going to send officers over just to, like, get your statement. And I was like, what? Why would they?
Yeah.
Why do they want my statement?
Yeah.
These officers come, and they're like, yeah, there's been someone breaking in to all the apartments in this complex all night. And apparently, these cops have been playing, like, a cat and mouse game all night.
Holy shit.
So, like, basically what this dude was doing was he was going in every apartment, including the apartment that he was staying at.
Yeah. And
he would.
and these apartments, too, are like, the door, like, your front door leads to outside.
Oh,
it's
yes.
not like
Yeah.
you have to, like, get into, like, the building. It's just, like,
Super
motel.
It's
important.
immediate entry.
We
Yeah.
call it the Barns because it, I shit you not, is like an old barn that they like remodeled into like apartments that they just like split down the middle,
Yeah.
split in like 4 different pieces, and
Yeah.
then on each side, and then it was like 8 units.
People could live here.
yeah, they're like, yeah,
That's worse.
who needs windows in your room?
Dude, yeah. That was actually fucking
That
insane.
sucked
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
But you know, for how much we were paying, I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But you know, they come and they're telling us all this, and like apparently like this dude would go, he'd like kick in, like I shit you not just people that he knew,
Yeah.
but
'cause-
also like
yeah, there was people that we didn't know there.
there
Yeah.
were these girls that were in AOPI, kicked down their door, went in their while they were there, like they literally were on the couch and like ran up the stairs screaming as he like walked in and just started taking stuff and like going into. I think what he was looking for was medication, because
He's looking for more drugs, yeah.
he was the first place apparently that he would go was the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like apparently all night he would like
God.
kick down a door, scare the shit out of them. They'd call the police. He'd leave. The police would come. They'd be like, okay, shit. They'd take statements, leave. He'd go, and he'd hit another apartment. And then, like, on repeat, the entire night apparently just had, like,
fuck?
cat and mouse going with these fucking
Jesus
cops.
Christ.
Like, on some Tom and Jerry shit. And so, we're like, yo. And so, I don't know if you remember this part. So, they're like, hey, there's this guy sleeping in this car.
Oh, yeah.
Can you, like, see if this is, like, the person? I was like, yeah, like, I would know.
yeah.
We go, and I think it's
In the
I think
parking
it was,
lot there?
Yeah, in the parking lot.
Oh my
I think it was Freddie's car.
It
But
was Freddie's car, but it was
Yeah.
his little.
It was
I don't know
his
if you remember
little.
his little.
Yeah.
was kicked out of Teague as well.
Yep.
He was
yeah.
also-
He was the one passed out in the car, but he wasn't passed out.
Yeah, he literally. So I was like, no, that's not him. And they're like, okay, we'll deal with him later. They leave, and then I shit you not, it couldn't have been more than like 2 or 3 minutes. They like go back to the car. This kid is gone, like not there anymore.
He faked being asleep while the cops were like knocking on the window and shining the flashlight or whatever. He had the doors locked, and then he waited till they left, and then skedaddled, just like
Yeah.
fucking rented for it.
Yep.
He
Yep.
told me about it like a couple weeks later, and I didn't know whether to be like super pissed because he had to have been in on it.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so basically how this story rounds out is the guys that he was supposed to stay at were like the cops were like, I don't even remember what we were doing, but we were in the parking lot, and all of a sudden we just see like one of the guys, I can say his name because like I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
We see Taylor.
Yeah.
Taylor like sticks his head out of his apartment, that's the guy that this dude's supposed to be staying at the
And that
apartment.
Taylor lived in the same like complex thing.
He
Yeah.
lived
Yeah.
on the other side of us. So
Yeah.
like here's the wall.
Almost behind you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, literally, like
Yeah.
I could knock on my wall, and like Taylor could knock back. Is
Yeah.
basically it. So Taylor kind of like peeks his head out as like a, y'all see my shit? Like,
Yeah.
y'all see me? And the cops was like, oh shit, like right over there. Lo and behold, this dude had dipped back into
Mhm.
Taylor's apartment and was trying to like hide out there. And so that's when the cops like finally got him,
Yeah.
arrested him, all that shit. But like
oh, what a nightmare situation just for like them and like I guess everyone, but like
well then
for
why
those two specifically.
Well, I think on it is because his car, they impounded it, and they found like cologne bottles that he had stolen literally from the people he was staying with.
Yeah.
Cologne bottles, watches, all the shit. I get a text message, and it's like, hey, this is brother. Like, we just got his car back from the impound, and there's a camera in here that is not his. And he's like, someone told me that it could be yours. and like I hadn't been using my camera. It's literally the one we're not using. Oh, it's literally the one right over there.
Oh my God.
I literally was like not using it at the time, so I didn't even. This is like a couple weeks later.
Yeah.
But like lo and behold, my camera's gone. I don't know when it happened, but like what I'm thinking is that he was in our apartment longer and he literally stole it while I was sleeping.
That's so scary.
Like, cause I was awake.
That's so
I was awake
scary.
and the noises were going on for a while, and that's why I yelled at Sarby.
Mhm.
Because I mean, at first I was like, whatever, I'm gonna
God,
deal with
that's
it. But then
scary.
like after like 10-15 minutes, I was like, holy shit, like this is stupid loud.
Yeah.
I never heard the door open or close once. I just heard people rustling around. So he was like probably sly about opening the door or whatever. But
Well, that's why I think that isn't on it.
oh, 100%.
Like I wonder if he was like on his way out.
oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? And then like he might have like come by the apartment, heard us like yelling at him.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want any part of this.
Yeah.
So that's when he dipped back into the car. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't be surprised too.
Oh, I
But
gotta I gotta beep his name out. Shit.
Whatever.
yeah, no, you named dropped him a few
Lem,
times. but-
take notes. Lem, my editor, he's got this.
But it was funny because that was essentially what Homeboy was doing. Freddie was doing. He would literally just go rob shit, put it in his car, run back, rob shit, put it in his car. Like he was just like
What an
stockpiling.
idiot. What a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
God,
and it was in our lot. I
Yeah.
was like, dude,
Yeah. I mean, I do have to say it's really funny that he was like playing cat and mouse where these cops are like, we can't get him.
Where could he be?
What's a fucking zanned out drunk
Yeah.
kid? Just like what?
Yeah.
Where even
I'm an
am
evil
I?
genius.
Yeah.
Dude who like and also that other guy had to be a part of it because
yeah.
like that dude did not have the coordination to make that happen. I feel like
No way. No
No.
way in hell. No, he was so fucking. I don't even think he knew what planet he was on.
No.
Like it was like so bad.
That would be so weird to see one of your really good friends in that state. I feel like that would just be, oh my God. I wouldn't even know what the fuck to think. Oh, jeez.
God, you
Because then he broke into Evan and Ben's place too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the funny part is the shoes
Yeah.
that he had walked into our apartment with. He stole from Ben.
Yeah. They were
He had-
Ben's
yeah,
Birks.
those were not even his Birks. That was the best part.
dude, that's so
I forgot
wild.
Ben's perspective, but they that was traumatic for them because they like got a new like door stopper for their shit because like it freaked them the fuck out. Which I mean, I would too. Like the moment like when you said Sarby shut the fuck up, and if I was Sarby sitting in my room, I'd have just been like, oh fuck, like I'm gonna die. I'm 100% about to die. That's insane.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I never really had that, like, especially in college when, like, I mean, it's normal. Like, I've definitely woken up.
Yeah, you were
and,
like the
gone-
logical, like, oh, it's probably one of our friends.
Or, like,
You know,
when we
yeah.
lived with Benny,
Was one of your
like, there
friends.
were plenty of times I would wake up and, like, there'd be people, like, sleeping on our couch. And I was just like, or, like, hearing some stuff going on
Yeah.
downstairs that, like, I didn't know. So, like, I never
Yeah.
went to, like in Ames, you never really feel
Yeah.
like, oh, this is, like, a crime hub, you
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah, it was wild.
that was... Damn, I always forget that happened. I remember I've never really had like a panic attack or anxiety attack, but I had one after that.
On your tour.
Not on my tour, like before my tour. I was supposed that took up. I didn't get to go to the gym. That took up like the entire morning, and like I was giggling about it. I was like, "How fucking stupid is that?" And then I don't know why, but it kind of just like set, and I was like, "Yo, this is like a shady dude who like has really shady friends," and like I was like the one that like called the cops. I guess technically like snitched on him, like all that,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was like,
Like they're gonna come for you.
yeah, I genuinely
He's
like
Italian too.
I literally had this like as I was getting ready to go to work, I had this like steam like snowball of like, oh shit, like my life could be in danger, and I literally went like I got to work. I like told my boss what happened. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Honestly, no. Like I'm about to cry right now." And she's like, "Come in my office." I literally just started bawling. I was like, I'm so scared. And so she was
Yeah.
like, "Go home. Like, go. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna call like she called like that was a great thing about working at the university. Like she had all the hookups.
Yeah,
She was like,
yeah.
we're gonna call this person, like they're gonna make sure you're okay. Like I'm gonna make ISUPD, like I'm tight with officer. I'm gonna make him like come by your apartment, just like make sure everything's good. And I was like, I was freaking.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was-
yeah. I mean, if he's breaking, like, who knows what he's gonna do next? Like, if he's breaking into like his really good friends' apartments and stealing shit, like, God, like, what? He could do anything.
That's what blew my mind is that he came to like
Yeah.
homies
Yeah.
places to like do it because he knew how to get in or like what like the situation was.
Yeah.
And I think the funniest part about it all is that every time he'd go to jail, he'd have his girlfriend bail him out.
Oh,
like
God.
every time. I was like, God damn, girl, how many, like after how many bailouts
Do you
is
like?
it, do you like run away? Like,
Yeah.
this isn't it.
And he did
That's
that
crazy.
stuff like even when he was like past relationships too. Like
Yeah.
there's a couple like ones where it was like she took the hit for it, and it's just like, oh my god.
yeah, because we knew
Yeah, yeah.
who he dated. We were
Yeah.
good friends with. Oh, I totally forgot about that. Yeah,
She had to like take heat for him when like he'd like do stupid shit. I was like, bro, like why would you do this to
Yeah,
like the
she
person you love?
She like had a record because she took the heat for something. Like I think they had like weed in their car, and he was like, I can't say that it's mine because
Because he was already like
Yeah.
in deep shit. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because he had already
Fuck,
been
had
like
to, man.
arrested or, yeah. No, I forgot about that too. That's
Yeah.
insane.
crazy, dude.
Mm-mm.
Crazy. If some girl ever tries to pull that on me, I'd be like, fuck you. Like
Yeah.
get out.
Mm-mm.
I'm not fucking with that.
I mean, orange is the new black.
Is that a storm? Did you guys hear that?
No,
Oh.
no, I didn't hear anything.
Huh, maybe I'm just stupid. That could well be a possibility. All right, guys, I think we wrap it up. This is going to be a long potty.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're probably rocking. I think actually we're like pretty much at an hour,
Oh,
like
fuck
combining the two. Maybe
Yeah. God,
a
I
little
feel like
bit
we could
longer.
do like another one. Of
Dude,
these.
I was
Dude,
li-
yes.
I came up with topics to like kind of bring up too, because I was
God
like, oh, this
damn,
would be kind of fun to talk about. Like, what's the weirdest place you've had sex in? What's it like eating ass? I've never ate ass. And I feel like
I
there'd
have,
only
but-
be
Ah,
yeah,
yes.
exactly. But
Loser, you ate ass.
but from what I've heard in the podcast, I would do the exact same thing as you. I have to be like super drunk to eat ass.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'd have to be drunk, preferably right out of the shower.
Yeah.
If I'm
well,
being,
yeah.
If I'm being honest, yeah, mine was right up to the bar, so there was probably some nasty.
Swass.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
that
Like,
shit
I-
put bacon.
Literally the only thing I remember from that, because I was like barcoding, was like eating her out, flipping her over, and then just going like this, and then nothing, like
Sarby, the-
nothing.
and a
else.
blackout.
The
and
UTI
blackout.
king.
That's what
And
you
then
call a
I
brownout.
came back in and I was like,
Legit
I need to
brownout.
puke. I don't know if it's related, but I was like, I need to go puke right now.
Dude, I swear it's not your asshole. I just like it's
You know, the funny thing I think about is like that girl is somewhere around here, because like we met her at like an
Yeah.
uptown
Oh my
bar,
God.
and she like we walked to her, like we could run into her, and I could be like, "What's up?"
you just have like flashbacks.
Oh no.
She's like the one time I let the short kid hit, like,
yeah.
Dude, there's nothing better than hooking up with a girl taller than you. Like
Dude.
that, just like, oh,
it's kind of
friggin' hilarious.
I'm not gonna
yeah,
lie.
I love it.
Yeah.
Worth the climb.
Alrighty, boys. I think that's it. Tiki, thank you for coming on, man. This
Yeah,
is-
I really
yeah, for sure.
appreciate it.
Like,
You're gonna have
yeah.
to come on again because I think we could do.
I think
another
so.
Dude, yeah, I
6
would
of
love
these.
to. Yeah, and then once I'm prepared, like I'll bring out the little notebook with all the topics. Like we'll be
Ooh.
ready to go. I'm
Dude, we
excited.
never- dude, that'd be more work than we ever do. I mean, I guess we have it on our phone, but like we don't.
Yeah.
we just see how it goes.
Usually we sit down. Honestly, we're like, okay, these are the things we can talk about, and then like we sit down and we just start going, and we're like, yeah. So we've touched none of what we wanted to talk about today, but like
Yeah.
it's still going well.
Yeah.
you know?
I think that's the best type of podcast though, when you can just
Yeah.
like run into one story to the next story. Like,
Totally. All right, guys. Thank you all for listening to the #1 podcast on OnlyFans. Do all the things that help us. Oh, actually, really quick, Tiki, why don't you give a quick plug for like your stuff if they want to see you, if they want to follow you.
I'm literally at Tiki_Anderson on everything. So
Perfect.
if you want to hit that up, if you want your ass eaten, hit me up. I'm looking to do that. So
My boy's trying to eat some.
I'm looking to eat some ass. Yeah. Shower.
Aren't
preferably.
we all? Aren't we all? Yeah, guys, make sure to do all the things that help us. Subscribe, follow, leave a review. Subscribe to us on YouTube. I'm just repeating myself. Follow our podcast account at Not Sarby Studios or at Definitely Not Sarby Studios. We got 2.
You heard that story about why we did
Dude,
that?
no, but the fact that that's a freaking handle, like definitely not Sarby Stories and then also not Sarby Stories.
We kept getting our account disabled, the Sarby Studios one. So I was like, we should just name it Not Sarby Studios. and I was like, then we should, for the backup one, we should do Definitely Not Sarby Studios. And then like same picture, but we just have mustaches.
Yep. Literally, I like Photoshop like mustaches and like not over the Sarby Studios on it, and I was just like, yeah, this is what
I'm gonna take the absolutely not Sarby Studios handle.
make us buy it when these accounts get taken.
Could
down.
not possibly be.
There is 0% chance that this is.
0 results found for Sarby Studios.
Instagram is gonna be like, why the fuck are these like?
Why do we have to deal with this?
I hope like if we do blow up, like people make fan accounts and it's just like different variations of that. Like not like absolutely not Sarby Studios. Like could never be Sarby Studios.
Oh,
like,
that'd be a great
Yeah.
freaking trend. That'd be sick.
Follow me at Ben Sarwalker. Follow that man at ZemDaddy, ZEMM Daddy. Appreciate you guys. Love you. Bye.